2024 is over. It's done with. That means it's time to recap on everything that happened in the year 2024 and look forward to the future in 2025, which is just started today. First off, this has been the most eventful year I have had ever that I can remember, because of so many things that happened and so many changes that I have gone through in different parts of my life. I started the year working as a teacher's assistant, and something really annoying and really frustrating happened that made me stop that job. A student that wasn't even my student, I only knew her because she was a friend of one of my own students, was crying because she was in 8th grade and going to high school next year. As last day of school, she was crying. I had to be out of my classroom going to get a janitor for my co-teacher who asked me to get it for her. Saw her crying, so I hugged her, which apparently is a big no-no. So my boss called on camera and then proceeded to tell me that everything I said was a lie and accused me of having a relationship with that student, and therefore calling me a liar. I don't want to work for her, so I quit, and I decided that teaching was not my dream job after all. Fast forwarding a few, I got an interview for Harris Teeter in Nexton in Goose Creek. Somerville? Both? I got a job as bagger part-time, which wasn't the best, but is the only job I could get at that point. And it pay too bad is $15 an hour. They proceeded to not give me even part-time hours. They were giving me 1 to 2 days a week, which gave me $100 to $200 a week. Oh, yeah, 1 to 2 days a week, which gave me $100 to $200 a week. That's not even part-time hours. I requested more hours, and they still did not give it to me. I requested to become a full-time bagger when the position was open, and when the position was open, they didn't tell me, and instead gave it to somebody else, a different bagger. So I quit there and went over to Target, and I applied to lots of different Targets. I applied to one's here, one's there, one everywhere, and the one in Center Mall, which is West Ashley, which is not where I live currently, is the only one that gave me, not the only one that gave me an interview, but the only one that gave me an offer after the interview. So I took it. It is full-time position, seasonal for right now, but it said you could become permanent if you decide to make it permanent after your trial of the seasonal is over. So I found out that I love Target. I've never had a job where I love everybody that I've worked with, including the managers. When I was working at Harris Teeter, I used to complain about everything. Since working at Target, I'm not complaining about one thing. Not one thing. My manager's in love, my coworkers in love, my title I love. I love everything about working at Target. There's not a single thing I don't like. Some things that might change, but nothing that is worth complaining about. Plus the hours are great. And it's $50.50 an hour, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, getting paid bi-weekly. That is $1,000 bi-weekly that I'm getting, and year to date is $2,000. That's amazing. early in the year when I was working at Harris Theater, my mother and grandmother invited me to go on a cruise with them. I do not like water. I'm afraid of water. I can take showers and baths and stuff, but big giant bodies of water like the ocean around me, no thank you. I can't even watch a movie about water, about a pool, without getting freaked out. It's that bad. Rain freaks me out. So I said, okay, I'll go on the cruise with you under one condition. Promise me I do not ever, ever, ever have to look at the water around the boat. They promised me that, so keep in their word, and I'll let you know how it goes. On this cruise, there's bars, restaurants, and little get-togethers to meet people. So, I'm going on the boat single. I'm about to be coming off in a relationship. Ladies, if you're going on the cruise in February,
watch out.
Other than that, going back to present, I realized that I was doing so much changing that I'm done trying things out. I want to stick somewhere for once. Target is the best option for me. Everybody has said so. I think so. I'm sticking with Target. I can make Target my actual profession, like my permanent job, and that's how I bring home the Make It So Much children. So that's where I'm gonna stay if they make me permanent. As for living situation, I don't need a place to stay. I have a place to stay and not desperate for another place. But I am looking for another place. Eventually, I want to move out of this house and get my own place. Alone. Most likely. That's gonna be hard. But I'm working on it. I turned 24 this year, and I'm a messy person, if you didn't know. I am single, and no person who's single cleans, except for my sister when she was single. Because she's a neat freak. I never clean. But I made myself this rule. When I turn 24, I am going to be clean. So I'm 24 now, and I'm gonna be clean. I'm gonna be organized. Gonna be neat. Ending yesterday, I went to sleep knowing that the next day was gonna be 2025. Also knowing that next year, 2025, I need to stop changing so much and be content where I am right now. And that's why my word for this year is content. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!